is pretty good. Do you think that's partially due that he has been out for a long time with an injury? He's had some match play the last month or so, but
yeah, I think it's tough when you get up with somebody. You know, Krickstein's been up in the top 10 in the world. He's slipped back, and now he's playing the #1 player in the world. Opportunities like that don't come very often, and I think with a couple more matches under his belt, he may have won one of those points, but and served a couple of double faults. But also, you got to give credit to Sampras in some of those points where Krickstein did the right thing. Sampras had the answer.
Love 15. Yeah, for my money, it's not lack of match play on Krickstein's part. I think it's more a little choke-a-doke there, unfortunately, because he's been playing a lot of tennis. He did well at the Canadian, for example. Watch this again.
He's not very comfortable at the net, Krickstein, but I think he's got to get in there a little more often. Technically, he volleys well. He picked that one, and when he's there, he gets the shoulder around. Good firm wrist.
More especially the week before the Canadian, he was semi-finalist, losing to Todd Martin, beating Andre Agassi at Washington, and then in LA he won a couple of matches too, lost to Chen. 15 all.
Well, this is a game that Pete Sampras really has to concentrate. He's basically gotten a gift back. You don't win too many sets in the modern era, being down two breaks.
5-1.
He's got to play a good, solid game right now.
Dean Goldfein is Aaron Krickstein's coach, and as you've already mentioned, Fred is engaged to his sister.
Missed it.
Sister Terry. 15-30.
And you can see there Krickstein anticipating the one down the middle there because he'd taken a step, because that really didn't have that big an angle on it, but had a lot of pace, 115 mile an hour. Ace number 11 for Sampras.
That's a big second serve, 90 miles an hour.
And he very rarely looks as though he's going to miss it. He serves a couple of double faults under those conditions, but he's so confident with that shot now that he just goes for it, and that's a tough time, 30 all to make a shot like that.
Krickstein wondering if he was going to get a call on the double fault that he hoped. It was not, and it is now Pete Sampras who leads 6-5, and he won the first set. Glad you could join us this afternoon. It is the Thriftway ATP Championships from the suburb of Cincinnati. We're in Mason, Ohio. This is stop number 7, IBM ATP Tour Championship Series event, also known as the Super 9. The players, the top players, top 10, all have an obligation to play in a large number of these Super 9, so that each Super 9 championship has got a great field. I'm Cliff Drysdale, along with Fred Stolivides. Gerolaitis, meantime, has started to head down to courtside to talk to the winner of this match in anticipation that it may be over here in the next 15 minutes or so. It's Aaron Krickstein and Pete Sampras. Aaron Krickstein lost the first set. He served for the second set twice. It was a losing effort both times in spite of leading 40-love in both those games. Now 6-5 to Sampras.
15.
put it away for the winner. Well played. 30 all. Well played, both players.
Unbelievable stab volley here from Krickstein. He wasn't quite in close enough. Here you can see where he made the shot from around that service line area. He had a good approach. He should have been in closer, but what foot speed from Sampras. He knows the importance at this time of this particular set. He's won the last 5 games in a row to get to 6 all. He wants to wrap it up.
Winner of this match will take on, listen to this, Steve Bryan, a qualifier. Match point to Sampras. Steve Bryan beat Medvedev, number 10 seed of the Ukraine. And they'll play the match today.
Match point.
Well, Fred, Aaron Krickstein is going to look back on this second set and wonder, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not going to be too happy. He got up there. Cliff, he played some great tennis to get to 5-1. Pete Sampras came back. Krickstein led 40-love on 2 service games. A couple of double faults crept into it. Sampras has got to be happy to get through that one, but he has to go out there again. And Aaron Krickstein on the comeback trail can be pretty happy with that, although he certainly would have liked to have closed that out the second set to see what would have happened in the third.
Just a reminder that Steve Bryan of Texas has beaten Andrei Medvedev of the of the Ukraine. And so Pete Sampras will take on Steve Bryan in the next round. Of course, he does not know that at this point. Let's go down now to Vitas Gerulaitis. He's with the winner, Pete Sampras.
Thanks, Cliff, very much. Pete got off to a great start, and then what happened in the second set?
Well, the second, I think I let up a little bit, and Aaron started picking my serve off a little bit better. I got a little bit unlucky on the break point there, hit the net court, but I was really lucky there in the second set. He's serving 5-2 and 5-4 at 40 love. You know, I should be in the third set right now, but that's the way things go sometimes.
You came up with a couple of big shots to break back. That one backhand cross court that you hit almost from behind you.
Yeah, that was a good shot I hit. You know, Aaron just got a little bit tight, and he started rushing some things. And you know, at that point, 5-2, 40 love. You know, I'm looking at the third set, and I just hung in there, hit some good shots, and next thing I knew, I won it.
In the first set, you were getting awfully tight off your serve and the volley. Second set, you started getting caught around the service line. Why did you become less aggressive after playing so well in the first set?
Well, I was, you know, I was playing a pretty high level of tennis, and you know, it's tough against someone like Aaron to, you know, so I can maintain that level, and it's tough. So, you know, he started picking up my serve, like I said, and it was a combination of he started playing a bit better and started serving better. Hit a lot of aces, but you know, I'm pretty fortunate to, you know, to win this match in straight sets.
You play Steve Bryan now. He upset Medvedev. Have you played him before?
I've never played him, but he's having a great tournament. Had some good wins. I was a bit surprised he beat Andre, but we'll see what happens tonight.
Once again, congratulations on Wimbledon, and you're going to be out there in a little while.
7:30, I'll be here.
You got it.
Thanks.
All right, look forward to seeing you. Back to you, Cliff.
Thanks a lot, Vitas. Fred, interesting statistics here on this match.
Yeah, well, there, Aaron Krickstein talked about it. Pete Sampras said that Aaron got a little bit nervous. He only had 4 unforced errors in the first 6 games of the second set. That's when he stroked to that 5-1 lead. But from 4 unforced errors, he committed 12 unforced errors in the next 6 games to lose that 7-5. So 12 unforced errors, that's like 3 free games.
Pete Sampras, a winner here as we continue our live coverage from Cincinnati of the Thriftway ATP Championship. We're going to take a break.